कहाँ जा रहे?
श्रीलंका.
Oh wow, Riva is going to Sri Lanka. Hi guys, I hope you all are doing well. I know it's been a while since I uploaded a vlog on YouTube, but I am finally back with our yearly anniversary vacation. This time we are exploring the beautiful country of Sri Lanka. We took an Indigo flight from Bangalore to Colombo, and the journey took around 2 hours. After landing at Colombo airport, the first thing we did was get a local dialogue SIM card. We had already pre booked our cab, so our driver was waiting for us outside the airport. From there, it was about another 2 hour drive to Gaul. The drive itself was absolutely beautiful. The roads were clean and surrounding were lush and scenic, and it was the perfect start to our Sri Lanka trip. Finally, we reached Gaul and checked into a cozy stay called the Fort House Gaul, located right in the heart of the Gaul Fort area. After checking in, we quickly freshened up and headed out for lunch because we were all so hungry. For lunch, we visited Coconut Sambal, a popular spot known for serving authentic Sri Lanka cuisine. We ordered chicken kotu paratha, fish fry, and a ginger beer. The fish fry was quite different from what we are used to in India. It was much milder in flavor and less spicy, but it was still a nice experience trying the local food there. After lunch, we explored the beautiful Gaul Fort area on foot. We spent over 2 hours simply wandering through its charming streets, soaking in the colonial architecture, went to the beach, and relaxing while watching a stunning sunset. To end the day, we had an early dinner and headed back to our stay, ready to take rest and recharge for the next day. The next morning, we woke up early and headed for breakfast. Our stay served a delicious Sri Lanka breakfast, and it was the perfect start to the day. After breakfast, we booked a tuk tuk to go beach hopping. One tip, if you are visiting Sri Lanka, always bargain before hiring a tuk tuk as they are charging so much for the tourist. Our first stop was Turtle Beach because Riva was so excited to see turtles up close. You can even feed them, and it's a wonderful experience to watch these beautiful creatures from such a close distance. I did feel the place was a bit overcrowded. Personally, I believe it's important to give wildlife enough space and avoid disturbing them, but overall, it was still a memorable experience. Turtle Beach. कितना चार्जेस लगता है? 500
200 per person.
200 per person. Our next stop was the natural pool beach, where the ocean has naturally carved out several small pools. It's an unique and beautiful spot, but be extra careful as the rocks are quite sharp and slippery. After exploring a few beaches, we finally went to Unuatuna Beach. We found a cozy beach shack and simply soaked in the peaceful vibes. Unuatuna is one of the most popular and lively beaches in Sri Lanka. Our original plan was to stay until the evening, experience the sunset and nightlife. But as always, when you are traveling with a toddler, things don't always go as planned. Riva fell asleep, and instead of staying here, we decided to head back to our room and let her take rest. We spent our evening at the sunset point in Galle Fort. Watching Riva run around, chasing bubbles with a smile on her face was the highlight of the evening. As the sun went down, the entire Galle Fort area transformed into something even more magical. If you are also planning a trip to Galle, I would definitely recommend you exploring the fort area after sunset instead of just visiting during the daytime. It's an experience you should not miss. To wrap up the day, we had dinner at an Indian restaurant called Indian Hut Heritage Restaurant. After a delicious meal, we headed back to our stay and called it a day, ready for another adventure the next morning. What is this, Riva?
Lemon.
The next morning, we woke up to a beautiful rainy day, and it was extra special because it was our anniversary. The plan for the day was simple: check out from our stay at Golf Fort, head to our next resort in Ohangama, and just slow down. Just a day to relax, enjoy each other's company. Before we even had breakfast, we went out. The weather was simply too beautiful to stay indoor. We spent some quiet moments soaking in the view one last time before leaving. Golford truly has my heart, and saying goodbye to this beautiful place was not easy. On our way to Ahangama, we made a quick stop at a cafe called Dream Kawana just to try their famous coconut swing. It looked so dreamy, but trust me, it was the most crazy experience I had in Sri Lanka. If you are also planning a trip to Sri Lanka, then do not miss this crazy and fun experience. Cheers! No! एंड रीवा आते ही इधर फिर से सांड में खेलने लग गई है ना रीवा? जस्ट रीच्ड दिस इज आवर रिजॉर्ट और अभी तक हमने चेक इन भी नहीं किया है. आई थिंक दीज आर द रूम्स एंड इट्स एग्जैक्टली इन फ्रंट ऑफ द बीच. बीच मतलब बहुत डीप बीच दिख रहा है. Before even checking into our room, we walked to a nearby cafe called Kai, which I have seen all over Instagram. The cafe was absolutely beautiful with a stunning sea view. I'm sure it would look even more magical during sunset. Then we checked in, and our room looked incredibly spacious and came with a breathtaking sea view. It was the perfect place to relax and unwind. Riva, what are you eating?
Watermelon.
Watermelon. Riva, हम कहाँ जा रहे हैं?
Swimming.
Riva is going to swimming pool.
You will not cry?
The next morning, we woke up to the most beautiful sea view. Since Ahangama Beach is known for surfing, we saw surfers from all over the world out in the waves. It was such a beautiful and calming experience. On dosa?
Yeah.
Later in the afternoon, we took a tuk-tuk to explore the famous Mirisa beach. Even though it was raining due to low pressure, we did not want to miss our last day by the beach. Our first stop was the iconic Coconut Tree Hill. It's a small hill lined with tall coconut tree along the edge, and the view from the top is absolutely mesmerizing. There's also a beautiful cafe at the top, so we spent some time there soaking in the stunning ocean view. After a while, we walked down and stopped at another cafe called Sunset Bar near the beach for some food. It started raining again, making the whole experience feel even more cozy and memorable. Later, we went to the main Mirisa beach. The sea looked so dramatic because of the continuous rain, with huge waves crashing into the shore. We sat there for a while, then had seafood dinner at a famous place called Lava, came back to our room, and call it a day. The next morning, we woke up to a cloudy sky. The plan for the day was to check out of our resort in Ahangama and head to the other side of Sri Lanka. The weather forecast had predicted heavy rain, but we did not think much of it and continued with our plan. We had absolutely no idea that our vacation was about to turn into a nightmare. You will find out what happened in part 2. So stay tuned and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye bye.